Hi, my name's Nice Bubbles, and I'm going to teach you how to level up hot food cooking in Wurm. The way we do that when you first start is to only make stews. Stews aren't very practical for eating unless you make really big ones, but it is how you need to level your hot food cooking in the beginning. So I've opened up my oven. I've already got a lot of fry pans and pottery bowls. You can use either fry pans or pottery bowls to make stew, it doesn't really matter. Before I start, I'll just mention that there's actually 4 different types of food in Wurm. There's herbs, vegetables, fruit, and meat. And fruit actually covers any kind of berries as well, so anything you got from foraging like lingonberries or strawberries. And the way to make stew is using either a frying pan or a pottery bowls to put 2 of one type of food into it and cook it. So I've got here basil, I'll put into a frying pan, and a thyme. And the way to check if it'll actually make stew is to right click it and go examine, and it'll say down the bottom the difficulty of this stew is 4. Stews are usually 4 difficulty unless you add more than 2 different types of herbs or vegetables, whatever they are. They just need to be the same type of food. You can even use, I've got 2 sassafras here, you can use the same type of food, the exact same food I mean, and it'll make a stew as well. And you need to do this, the easiest way is to just forage everything and put them all into frying pans and pottery bowls and level out really quickly until you get to about 10 or so hot food cooking. Then you can start making casseroles. And casseroles are like a stew, they can only be made in pottery bowls though, but the difference between them and a stew is you actually need 2 different kinds of food. So a strawberry I'll put in the pottery bowl, and a herb, thyme. So I've got a strawberries and thyme, I've got a fruit and a herb. And if I examine that, it says the difficulty of this casserole is 16. To actually gain any skill from cooking, you need to be within 10 difficulty. Your hot food cooking needs to be within 10 difficulty of what the difficulty of the meal is, otherwise you won't gain skill. And if you're not using an oven, it's even less of a range than that, so try to use an oven for the best skill gain. And then once you level, using casseroles, once you level that to about 17 or so, again just find really easy things like lingonberry and basil or something, and just do lots of them over and over again. Once you get to about I think 18, you can start making meals, which is a vegetable and a meat in a frying pan only. And meals are actually the best. Like, even though I'm not at hot food cooking 18, I still make meals a lot because they're the most practical thing to eat. The best meal is to combine a pumpkin in a pottery bowl, a frying pan, with any kind of meat. I'll go horse meat, and right there you've got yourself a very nutritious 2.2 kilo meal. And it'll be a bit lower quality than what it should be because my hot food cooking isn't actually high enough to. I'll just examine that. Difficulty of this meal is 30, and I'm not within 10. I'd need to be 10 hot food cooking to actually gain skill from this. You can use potatoes, actually corn, I think, at about 18 hot food cooking and still gain skill, but corn is a very lightweight vegetable, whereas if you use the pumpkin, that adds a whole kilo to your meal, which is really, really practical. And that's definitely the best kind of food that there really is. But the way to do it is level up your stews first, then level up casseroles second, and then you can get onto meals once you get to about 18 or 20 hot food cooking. And that's all.